Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Muv-Luv. Last episode, little rough, don't want to talk about it. But the good thing is, everyone is Gucci. Sumita's fine, we've worked out the differences, everyone's mental should be fine for now. And now we just gotta, I don't know, continue training until it's time for the next operation. So, it's looking good right now. Oops. Get me out of there. Yawn. Huh? What time is it? Oh geez, looks like we must have dozed off in the middle of our conversation. Not that I'm surprised though, these past couple days have been pretty draining for the two of us, both physically and emotionally. Obviously, Sumika's the 00 unit, so she doesn't get tired, per se, but it seems like she experiences similar effects as her ODL degrades. Sumika. She's snoozing. Man, she looks so peaceful. Wonder if I helped set her mind at ease a little bit. I have to say though, now that I've slept with her, I'm even more impressed with just how lifelike the 00 unit is. The way her breathing changes, the way her body heat rises, the way she sweats. It's all unmistakably human. I know it's all just a part of a facade, meant to keep her from having a psychotic breakdown after being transplanted into this body. But even outside the 00 unit, the standards for artificial body parts are insane in this world. Hell, I would have never noticed First Lieutenant Suzumiya's legs were prosthetics if nobody had said anything. You know, when you think about it, if Sumika's mind is human and it's impossible to tell at a glance that her body's artificial, it's kind of hard to say she's any less human than the rest of us. From the outside, her body is almost completely indistinguishable from the real thing, other than a few seams here and there. She has obviously you guys didn't get to see it, but she does have these markings around her collarbone that look robotic or whatever. That's obviously new, but other than that, from the scene, from the good scene, not the bad scene, she looked pretty normal, I think. Whoa, wait a second. Did she fall asleep holding the Santa rabbit? That thing wasn't designed for cuddling. Shit's made out of wood, man. That must hurt. I better take it from her before she breaks it. Oh. Well, I guess you got to see the markings I was talking about. Right here. Just don't show any more, please. Thank you. Uh-oh. Did I wake you up? My bad. Oh, she does have more markings. I didn't notice those. Did I just censor this? Maybe a bit, just to be careful. A dream? What about? So the 00 unit can dream after all.
怖い夢だよ。起こしてくれてありがとう。
A nightmare, huh? Guess I shouldn't be surprised given everything she's been through.
真っ暗な部屋で、なんか、私、泣いてるの。たけるちゃんが死んじゃったって、泣いてるの。
A dark room, my death. It's definitely imagery linked to the trauma she suffered down there.
寂しかったし、とっても怖かったな。
I'll bet.
たけるちゃんに会いたい。会いたいって何度も何度も叫んでたら、
Huge
すごく大
twins.
きな双子が順番に小さくなって。
Okay, now you lost me. Yeah, same. Well, at least it sounds more like an ordinary dream, which is good. Having that surreal aspect to it helps negate some of the horror.
そうしたらたけるちゃんが目の前にいたよ。
Aw, shoot, sounds like I woke you up right when things were getting interesting.
いいよ、怖い夢だったから。
If you say so, you should probably go back to sleep then. I'm sure you're still pretty tired.
今何時？
It's 2:17 a.m.? Damn. Why do you ask? You due for purification soon?
うん、それは昨日やったから。明日早いし、部屋に戻ろうかなって思って。
I mean, would it make a difference? Your room's right next door. Well, it's more for appearances, right, Tataru?
うん、
Why don't you sleep here for tonight? That shouldn't be a problem, right?
そうだね。そうする。
We won't be able to do this kind of thing for much longer, so I want to treasure this time together while we still have it.
うん。お水飲みたい。
Sure thing, be right back.
うん。ごめんね。
Right, she can't process food, but she still needs water for cooling and whatnot. I always forget that. We definitely gave ourselves quite the workout earlier, so she probably needs it. Okay, a little pat on the back. Here you go, Sumika. Sumika, I got your water. Aren't you thirsty? Huh, guess she fell asleep. Oh well, this is a totally new experience for the quantum conductive brain, so it's probably pretty overloaded right now. Alrighty. Maybe I should get some sleep too. Sounds like tomorrow's going to be a pretty long day. Uh oh. Emergency. An alarm? What happened? This is not a drill. What? We dropped straight to DEFCON 2? What the hell is going on? Sumika, wake up. We're at DEFCON 2. Damn it, of all times to be butt naked. Sumika, something's bad's about to go down. Wake up. She's snoozing. Am I gonna have to slap you awake? Sumika, we're at DEFCON 2. You gotta get up now. Sumika! Something must be wrong with her. Man, guess we shouldn't have done that, huh? Bad timing. Sumika? Dude, what the hell is going on? Gotta take her to Sensei. Is that her? Did she notice something was wrong on the vital monitors? It's open. Sensei, please get in here. Oh, it's gonna be a teammate. It's gonna be awkward. Oh no, it's Kasumi. That's less awkward. Kasumi? Alright, coming in clutch. Got it. Floor B19, right? So where's Sensei? The command center? She's prioritizing whatever this is over Sumika's well-being? What the hell is going on here? Okay. Fuck, we don't have time to get her dressed. Whatever, I'll just wrap her in the bedsheet. Sorry, no time to explain. Tell Lieutenant Hayase that Sumika and I are with Yuto-sensei. Thanks. Sensei!
ごめんなさい。ちょっと外す。あとは指示通りにやる。
了解。
こっちいらっしゃい。
Okay.
ここなら大丈夫よ。で、彼女は
I carried her to the maintenance bed in the brain room. Kasumi's with her right now.
そう。ご苦労様。
Sensei, what's happening to her?
データは常にモニターしているわ。少なくとも最悪の状態ではない。としか言えないね。
Oh, thank God. So does that mean she's just in safe mode again?
そうね。異常劣化が原因でああなっていることだけは確かよ。再発の原因は不明。とにかく知ってる限りでいいか
Oh,
ら
well.
何があったのか説明してちょう
It's
だい。
like one thing. Well.
何をしたのかぐらいはデータを見て分かっているわよ。そ
Oh.
の前後に何があったのかを知りたいの。
Could have been the flashback or the nightmare thing. I guess the monitors kind of gave away that we did it, huh? Sensei, it wasn't because we, got it on, right?
エッチ？どっかで聞いたことあるわね。
I mean, you know.
ああ、そうそう。今あっちの世界の記憶に関連付けができたわ。
Sensei, I thought you said it'd be okay if we did it.
そうね。それ自体は彼女にとって良い影響があるって考えているわ。私はむしろそうなることを望んでいたし。
So that's why you were edging me on?
別に。最初から男の仕事って言ってたじゃない。
I mean, yeah, but...
非人間化による彼女の精神的なストレスを考えれば、それが最も効果的なことは想像に難くないでしょ。
I guess.
まあいいわ。とにかく時間がないの。要点だけでいいから手短にお願い。
Sumika's fighting to get her revenge on the beta who killed me and did horrible things to her. But she found it really difficult to think of me as a different person from the Taku who died in this world, just like I can't separate her from the Sumika I knew. She didn't want me to get mixed up in her quest for revenge, and she was scared of getting closer to me since she knew I'd have to leave someday. That's why she tried to kick me out of the unit for my own safety and put some distance between us.
なるほど。それを結果的に体を使って考え直させたってわけね。
That's such a funny line. I mean, obviously, this was after we told each other how we really felt about one another, but yeah, basically. So when we both fell asleep for a bit, and when we woke up, we talked a little, but then she suddenly stopped responding to anything at all.
とにかく分かったわ。今の話が原因になっている可能性は十分考えられるわね。
So then what's happening to her?
今の状態は人格や精神が安定に向かう過程で起きる未確認現象というのが目下の見解よ。この前の作戦でのトラブルもその未確認現象の一つというわけ。
You see, Sumika's the first 00 unit they've ever made, so there are a lot of things about her that even Sensei couldn't predict.
とにかく今浄化処置の準備にかかってるわ。だからあんたは部隊のブリーフィングに出なさい。
But Sensei...
今は浄化処置しか手がないんだから、あんたがそばにいても仕方ないでしょ。それに00ユニット云々は私たちに明日があればの話なんだし。
If we can't live to see tomorrow, what are you talking about?
警報を聞いたでしょ。今この基地は最大の危機にさらされているのよ。
One of the worst threats again? Don't tell me it's the HSST again.
HSST？ ああ、前に阻止したやつね。そんな生優しいものじゃないわ。
Huh? Then are they trying to start Alternative 5?
人間が相手ならよかったんだけどね。
Yeah, it's beta. That's what I thought. It was gonna be the beta. Huh?
この基地目指して数万のベータが
Tens
進
of
行中なの。
thousands. That's a lot. What? You're kidding.
おそらく 佐渡島廃部に属していた個体軍よ。作戦当日
That
に
actually made
島周
sense.
辺にはいなかった
Some of
で
them
しょ
are out, find their home destroyed. They're like, yo, we're pissed. We're going after the, after the ones who did it. What's the situation so far? How long will it take for them to get here?
戦闘は発生してないから双方被害が
But like, where are they coming
ここ
from?
に来るまでおそらく2時間もか
I
から
thought
な
there
い
was
で
like
しょう
defense lines in place. No way, how could they have gotten that close? Why didn't we know they were coming?
XT70 爆破の影響で破壊された第2防衛ラインの
ああ。
警戒システム復旧
So
が
they're just not up and running yet. That's right, the tsunami took out all of our vibration sensors too. But what about all those soldiers that were out there? What the hell were they doing?
仕方ないわよ。ベータは大深度地下を進行してきていたんだから。
They were coming from underground?
地中を移動する微弱な震源を感知したのは高崎と秩父の観測基地よ。警報が出たのがついさっき。震源の深さはどんどん浅くなってきているわ。そこから導き出された出現予想地点は旧町田市一帯よ。
Machida, but that's right in front of us.
そうね。だから帝国軍は戦々恐々よ。ただでさえ少なくなった戦力のほとんどを帝都周辺に集結させている最中。まあ当然よね。
Okay, but how the hell did they get all the way from Sadodashima to Machida? That's just impossibly fast.
佐渡島廃部のスタッフがすでに本州内陸部まで伸びていたとしか考えられないわ。少なくとも群馬あたりまでね。
You're kidding, all the way to Gunma? Gunma? Is that why the IJF lost track of the beta after they surfaced in Niigata? That can't be it. She said they were deep underground.
しかもセンサーをごまかせるほどだから相当の深度だったのよ。中部地方の火山活動が活性化していたのも痛かったわね。
That's one of the long-term effects of the G-bombs they dropped during Operation Lucifer. I'm pretty sure that's the reason Mount Tengen erupted too.
それに高21号作戦での彼らの動きを思い返してみると、おそらく定期的に
Yeah, they were heading to the mainland underground, right? She's right. There were herds of beta that were advancing underground to avoid artillery fire. If the stab had extended all the way to Gunma, then we were almost too late to blow up the Sadodashima hive. If they'd had Gunma, they would have overrun the Kanto plains in no time.
まあ何にせよ、佐渡島のベータは帰る家がなくなったんで近くの空き家に引っ越そうとしてるんでしょうね。
Oh, the vacant hive here? Vacant
ベ
property.
ータは背部への帰巣本能があるんじゃないかって考えられてる話、前に話さなかった？
Alright, I remember her saying that back when she told me they kept the beta facilities under the space operational.
彼らだって活動に必要なエネルギーを何らかの形で補給するはずでしょ。それを背部で行っているっていうのが定説。
They can't... Then can't we just turn off the reactor or break it or something?
悔しいけど、人類が勝つためにはベータの技術をまだまだ研究する必要があるのよ。
I know, but now we have Sumita and the Susanoo.
XT70 と00ユニットがいても背部を手に入れることがどれほど難しいかこの前知ったでしょ。
But we can do better next time.
何が起こるか予想できない以上可能性を狭める選択はできないわ。今彼女が倒れたことも十分予想外の出来事なのよ。
Then can't we just turn it off temporarily or something?
仮に停止させるにしても再起動で
It's
き
too
ない
risky. I get it though.
可能性は
Being able to study their technology is like invaluable, right? So it's risk reward.
安易な選択肢はやれることをやってから選んでも遅くないわ。
But how many surface pilots will that... No, I shouldn't even be bringing it up. I'm sure she's already taken all of that into consideration. The reactor of this hive is absolutely crucial. The research we're doing here is essential to humanity, because even if we manage to kill every beta on Earth, there's more on the Moon and Mars. And it's way too dangerous to rely completely on the Susanoo given that Sumika is still not completely stabilized.
まあ何にせよこうなったのは私の読み違いのせいよ。残ったベータは高20号目標か大陸の
Yeah,
異
go
世界
back
に
to
向かう
like
はずだ。
one of their actual nests inhabited.
00ユニットのリーディングデータの解析がもっと進んでいればこうはならなかったわね。
Sensei, now's not the time for what ifs.
ごめんなさい。まあそのくらいシャレにならない状況ってわけよ。
Anyway, I'll do something about it.
守るべきものを持つと男は強くなるのね。ミーティングルーム、光月。
指令がお呼びです。発令所までお越しください。
わかったわ。
Okay, I'll get going to our briefing.
後でまた呼ぶわ。はい、これ。
Why are you giving me a security pass?
後で必要になるから持ってなさい。
Understood. I'm heading out now, so please take care of Sumika.
状況を確認する。ベータの出現予想地点は旧町田市一帯。地表到達は70分以内。攻撃目標は東横浜基地。その目的は不明。司令部は背部の奪還と推定しているわ。地表到達後、敵の先陣がこの基地に達するまで最短20分。
So we have 90 minutes, basically, until
このベータ軍は
the
佐渡
fight.
島背部に属していた連中で、データから推定される規模は2万以上。多分軽く3万以上いるはずね。高21号作戦のことを考えると、最初に分かってる数字なんて全然当てにならないわ。
That's for sure. There's no end to these guys once they show up. They kicked our asses with their sheer numbers last time. Can we really take on 30,000 of them with just 250 TSFs on base?
今からやる
Probably not. I don't know.
帝国軍はこちらに
Sounds
戦
rough.
力を回すことはできないって通知してきたわ。
No. Come on, send a scrap. A scrap of assistance, man.
各地からの増援が到着次第、順次回してくれることにはなっているけど、それも当てにしない方がいいでしょうね。125事件、高21号作戦と立て続けに戦力を消耗しているところに、防衛線の遥か後方への奇襲じゃ仕方ないわ。帝国軍だって兵と防衛に十分な戦力が揃うかどうかってところでしょうしね。各地の国連軍基地からも増援が抽出される予定だけど、帝国と同じくこの前の作戦で消耗しているからね。これも期待できないわ。125事件の時には偶然近くにいたアメリカ軍も今回はいないしね。自分の基地は自分で守る、当たり前のことをやるだけよ。いいわね。了解。
Understood.
私たちの最優先任務は XG70 とその兵士である鏡の安全確保よ。次に基地施設の防衛。一応伝えておくけど、鏡はついさっき持病の発作で地下19階の特別医療施設に収容されたわ。すぐに命がどうこうって状態じゃないらしいけど、今下手に動かすのは危険だそうよ。XG70 は組み立て中だし、鏡は絶対安静。奴らの目的が背部の奪還だとすれば全滅させるしか道はない。前に基地が襲われた時と同じように全滅させるだけよ。いいわね。
When was that? I guess like the first one, but they got like destroyed in the defense lines.
了解。
Understood. We'll try our best.
どうやって守るか配置概要を説明するわ。 敵の第一陣、つまりデストロイヤー級は無視。第二陣の地表到達と同時に基地と県境の帝国軍部隊が砲撃を開始。分かってると思うけど、第一陣を無視するのは後に続くレーザー属士の撃破を注視して、無駄弾をなるべく使わない。
Gotta get rid of the laser class as soon as possible. That's the big threat. Both the IJF and the UN used over half of their reserves in the last operation. It only made sense we wouldn't want to use up our ammo on the destroyer class since it's barely effective.
この時、東京湾に展開している帝国海軍のキー、出雲、尾張も砲撃支援してくれることになっているわ。
At least, like, we have some IGF support, or IJN. IJF, it is IJF. That's just the Navy part. The Key, that was the ship that came for Her Highness after the 12-5 incident. It was huge, even in comparison to the Yamato. They're keeping their TSF units on the borders of the prefecture, but they're still giving us artillery and the naval support. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take that. Even though they're probably scraping by on ammo, they're still trying to help us. Though it's obvious why. If Yokohama base is turned into a hive again, Tokyo is pretty much screwed. They can't leave the capital undefended, but they want to protect our base. It's a tough situation.
基地所属のすべての支援部隊は第一滑走路に砲撃陣地を構築して連制圧を行う。
Okay, yeah, so this is a close-in map of the actual base.
連制圧を抜く
Oh my god.
横浜新道跡に沿って第一防衛線を構築している第一第二戦術機構大隊が面倒を見る。
Countered, held by this first. Alright, so we got three lines of defense with different battalion. Okay, okay.
その後方で第三第四戦術機構大隊は基地を取り囲むように第二防衛線を構築。第5第6戦術機構大隊は
That's good. 3 lines.
中心に第三防衛線を
Getting tighter and
最初
tighter.
に守りを固める。A01 中隊は第7戦術機構大隊とともに基地の中枢施設の防衛に当たる。
Okay, so we're the 7th. So we're like the 4th line. We're like this little dot. So we're the last defense line.
私たちが配備されるのは XG70 の地下格納
Which made sense since we are protecting Sumika
第二滑走路
and
の
the
メインゲート
Susanoo
前
over the base.
第7大隊から2小隊回されてくるほか、臨時の編成で帝国近衛軍第19独立警備部隊が私たちと行動を共にすることになったわ。
Is Tsukiyomi still here? She might. I know that she was leaving, but they might still be here, I guess. That's right. Lieutenant Tsukiyomi said they'd be here until the end of the year. All right, we got Tsukiyomi and the 3 idiots. I mean, hopefully they don't die, but it is good we have them.
榊たちは125事件の時に一緒だったからわかると思うけど、これはとても心強い援軍よ。
Yeah, it's incredibly reassuring to have them with us, all the more so in a situation like this. I wonder if Her Highness played a role in this. The Imperial Army itself can't send us backup, so...
配置の概要はいいわね。次は装備関連を説明するわ。私たちの出番には相当な混戦が予想されるから、装備は中近接戦装備で統一。レーザー級が多く残っていた場合、風間、玉瀬、鎧の各機は ALM ランチャーを装備。前期92式装甲は標準とするわ。それに状況から言って施設内の近接戦も十分あり得る。
In the base, it's crazy.
施設内での発砲許可が出るまでは広い場所では長刀、狭いところではナイフを使うように心がけなさい。
It wouldn't make any sense to be sprinting around a melee blade in cramped spaces anyway. But if we ever find ourselves in a situation like that, it would mean that the base was well on its way to being occupied by the beta. Why the hell would we bother with firearm restrictions if things got that bad?
ただし戦況に応じて装備の変更は頻繁に行うから初期装備にはあまり固執しないように。例によって基地の各所には兵装補給用コンテナが設置されるわ。補給や装備変更は状況に応じて柔軟に行うこと。手持ちの武装が邪魔だと思ったら躊躇なく投棄しなさい。装備の手離れが悪い兵士は早死にするわよ。
It hits 5 seconds in both arms for the 36mm to auto reload. It takes 3 seconds to automatically resheath your melee blade too. Knowing those limits, it's sometimes quicker and safer to just switch out to a fully loaded assault cannon or a new melee blade altogether. In a battle this tough, those seconds could easily cost us our lives.
それに落ちている装備も積極的に活用すること。特に長刀やナイフはもともとの耐久力が高いから拾い物でも十分使えるはずよ。装備のステータスチェックが自動化しているのは知っているわね。壊れたものは跳ねる仕様だから安心して拾いなさい。戦術機が固定武装じゃないっていう運用上の利点を最大限に生かすのよ。
Even with all those containers everywhere, this is a less than ideal situation. We might not get the chance to actually use them. Rather than just using discarded weapons, we'll probably need to take some from TSFs that have been destroyed too.
とにかく明日以降のことは考えなくていいから撃って撃ちまくりなさいよ。了解。
Understood.
任務概要は以上よ。何か質問は？
ベータが地上から基地を攻撃する前提で作戦が立案されていますが、その確証はあるんでしょうか？
確かに絶対の確証はないわ。だけど奴らはお行儀よく入り口から入ってくるのよ。
そのまま地下から基地に侵入することの方が可能性が高い。
That would be disastrous. Then we would be super screwed, right?
この基地の地下施設はすべて背部の外壁の中に作られていて、地下には
Oh, they don't want to destroy their high walls, alright?
座学でそう教わってるはずだけど。じゃあ座学でもう一つ思い出すことは。
That's why they don't fire lasers when you're in the actual hive, right?
奴らにとってこの基地はある意味背部と同じ。
Yeah, okay, this makes sense actually.
取り返しに来るのよ。
So they are probably done a surface.
榊、ベータが地上から来る理由を説明しなさい。はい。ベータは自ら背部を破壊するようなことはしない。したがって背部の外壁を壊して侵入してくる可能性は除外できるほど低いということです。
あ、そうか。
さすが榊、よくお勉強しているわね。
200 push-ups?
この防衛戦が終わったら
That's a lot.
了解です。
背部のスタブの外壁は基地防衛のためにわざと残されているのよ。モニュメントは吹っ飛ばしちゃったけどね。だからある意味基地内部での戦闘は突入作戦と同じ。そんな状況は考えたくないけど訓練の成果を見せるにはいい機会よ。
ちょっとだけど安心したね。地下から来られたら対処のしようがないよ。
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We would just be screwed if they came from underground.
ベータが背部を壊さないなら戦いようはあるもんね。
分かってると思うけど人間が作ったものや追加した設備は別。連中はそれを破壊しようとするはずよ。必ずね。
Oh yeah. Yeah.
この基地をいえ XG70 と鏡を失ったら人類には G 弾の集中運用しか手が残されなくなる。
In other words, it marked the start of Alternative 5.
絶対死守よ。いいわね。
Yes, ma'am. Please, no deaths. Though I can see a death happening. But we still got 2 bid operations after this, so...
無様
I don't
な
know.
大尉の顔に泥を塗るんじゃないわよ。
Yes, ma'am.
よーし、全員完全装備で20分後ハンガーに集合。
解散。
You could cut the tension in the room with a knife right now. But the first... Is that even how the saying goes? Sorry, I gotta do this. That does not sound right. Oh wait, no. It is the saying. It's an idiom used to describe a situation where the atmosphere is extremely tense or uncomfortable, like a silent, heavy air that feels almost palpable. That actually made sense. Yeah, you can cut it because it's palpable. I always thought it was like the tension was as sharp as a knife or something. Misremembered. But the first lieutenant was right. If you can't protect this place, Alternative 5 is the only hope we have. There's no way I can let that happen, not after I've come this far.
白金少尉、
Yes.
お迎えよ。副司令がお呼びだって。
Oh, okay.
あんたを待たずに先に配置についてるから、終わり次第ゲート前に来なさい。
Understood. B27. We're deep. Hang on, I think Sumito took me down to this floor once. He cast me. You sure this is where Sensei is?
はい。
Walking animation? New tech? Have you ever seen constant walking animation in this? Okay. She's not trying to repair the Susanoo right now, is she? I mean, I guess it's important, but...
ありがとうございました。
Huh? What for?
スミカさんのことです。
Huh? Oh, that's all?
スミカさんを苦しみから救ってくれてありがとう。
Come on, you don't have to thank me for that. I wanted to help. Kasumi sees Sumika almost as a part of herself, so it had to be tearing her up to know she was suffering like that. I mean, I should really be thanking you. You're the one who helped me find the resolve I needed. Thank you. I almost forgot. Kasumi ran out of Sumika's room crying yesterday. I wonder what that was about. By the way, what happened to you back then? I was pretty worried about you.
いいんです。スミカさんが深い悲しみから救い出されたからもういいんです。
I'm guessing that means Sumika said something to her to try to push her away the same way she did to me. Since Kasumi said she wasn't going to read our minds anymore, she might not know how Sumika really feels. If you say so, but hey. I'm not sure what happened or what she said to you. But whatever it wasn't how Sumika really felt. She was just acting cold because she wanted to keep me safe and away from the fighting. You know that, right?
はい。
Well, she was trying to do the same for you. After all, she thinks of you as an extension of herself. You've always been with her, even when she was just a brain, isolated from the rest of the world. If you're trying your best to teach her how to play Cat's Cradle, or you were trying your best to teach her how to play Cat's Cradle back before her personality was stabilized, I know she remembers that. You were probably trying to teach her the most fun and exciting thing you knew, weren't you? You probably weren't reading Sumika's mind when she was going off at you, so I bet...
怖くて
Huh?
怖くて見ることができませんでした。私が余計なことをしたんです。そういう気持ち理解できないのに余計なこと言ったんです。
Kasumi.
スミカさんは白金さんが好きなのになんで逆のことをするのか 私にはわからなかった。
Of course, Kasumi doesn't have the memories or experiences needed to understand how complicated love can be. Even if she has access to Sumika's memories, it's not easy to piece together the emotions associated with the images she saw. And more fundamentally, she probably didn't have the base knowledge needed to interpret them.
私、スミカさんがあんなにひどい目にあったなんて知らなかった。
She showed that to Kasumi too? But if it came as such a shock to her, that means this was the first time she ever heard about it.
すべて知っているつもりになって何にも知らなかった。それなのに白金さんを避けるのをやめてほしいなんて余計なこと言いました。あなたは私じゃない。私じゃないあなたに何がわかるの。そう言われて私怖くなって部屋を飛び出したんです。
I had no idea.
ここから離れたら私いなくなります。自分がいなくなるくらいならその方がいい。
Having Sumika say something like that to her must have been more painful than I can even imagine. A part of me thinks they should have just used their reading abilities to clear everything up, but that's just the simplistic, insensitive thinking of someone who doesn't know what it's like to have that power.
任務でもないのに人の心を覗いてまで問題を解決したいなんて思わないから。人の心を覗くのもう怖いんだよ。こんな能力欲しくなかったよ。
She was so scared, she probably couldn't even use her abilities anymore. She was probably afraid to learn the truth.
どういうものを想像しているかわからないけど、頭の中にある思考を絵として感情を色で読み取る能力、それがリーディング。
黙っていても会話ができるとかそういうやつじゃ。
そこまで直接的だったらいいんだけど、読み取った絵や色を言葉に翻訳するのはその ESP 発言体の仕事。
話すより見ることが楽だなんて思わないでください。
I finally understand why she was saying that. I always thought she just meant it was challenging to use her abilities, but I had it completely wrong. I have something to apologize for. I've been way too casual about telling you to use your powers. I didn't think it was a big deal because I didn't personally find anything wrong or scary about it. Logically, I knew it wasn't always a good thing to be able to directly read people's emotions. But I guess I convinced myself that it'd be less awkward for you if I talked about it openly, instead of tiptoeing around the subject. I'm sorry.
いいんです。あなたがそうしてくれたのは嬉しかったです。
You mean that? Well, I'm glad to hear it. The human heart is really complex.
はい。
Usually, when people talk to each other, they can take the time to respond tactfully. I can only imagine how scary it must be to just see someone's feelings laid completely bare like the way you do. But, you know, it's actually pretty tough not being able to read others' thoughts sometimes, especially for someone who's as dense as me. The reason I can get by is because I have friends who will always tell me what I need to hear when I screw up or need a little extra encouragement. But you can't get friends like that without working for it. So even if you and Sumika wind up fighting, as long as you don't give up and find a way to settle your differences, your friendship will come out of it stronger than ever. The harder you work for your relationships, the more invaluable they become. It's not easy, of course, and it never really gets any simpler. But I think working towards something you really want is a prize in and of itself. That's something everyone in Squad 207 and all of the Valkyries taught me. You and Sumika already have a relationship like that. In fact, I'd say you understand each other on an even deeper level. You two will be fine, even if you aren't reading each other's minds. It's totally normal for people to recognize their differences and not know everything about each other. You've been through some awful things yourself, everyone has. Saying how you feel about a situation to help someone else isn't wrong at all. You definitely shouldn't stop doing it. Also, I just want to say, I feel like I've noticed this a bit, like more like in the latter half of Alternative, but they do a lot of these like ellipses, right? Obviously, you don't normally see that in like normal novels because there's no point. But I also, very slight criticism. The ellipses break seems kind of pointless. Like if you just keep talking and just like do that facial expression change or whatever, it's like fine. I don't think you need to do an ellipses break after every sentence or two if they're not gonna respond. If you love them, you have to keep doing it. See? Like after every sentence. Like I get it. She's intaking the information, the words we're putting out. You don't need to visually show that every time. So tomorrow you just have to do things the way you always have.
それに00ユニット云々は私たちに明日があればの話なんだし。
Right now, our base is in the middle of a serious crisis.
はい。
But we're going to keep it safe no matter what, so you keep doing what you can do to protect the things you care about too. And I'll do everything I can to help you.
はい。
Sensei.
ヤシロ、案内ご苦労様。鏡のところに戻っていいわ。
はい。
Thank you, Kasumi.
はい。
So this is why you gave me that security pass earlier.
今後私はここにいることが多くなるから渡しておいた方が何かと便利でしょ。
Right, but when did you get me registered down here anyway?
2日ばかり前よ。どっちにしろあんたもここに来ることが多くなるはずだからね。
Oh, because of Sumita?
半分正解ってところね。
Huh? Just half of it?
ついてらっしゃい。
Boo. Where to?
横浜基地最大最新の格納庫90番ハンガーよ。
What? Hangar 90? The one from the ghost stories. I remember them telling ghost stories. I don't remember what the actual ghost story was, though. That was like early Unlimited, right?
噂？
It's just something I remember from the previous timeline. They were saying how back when this was an Imperial military base, there was this research team called Unit 90 or whatever, and they were involved in human experimentation. They said this base was built on top of their lab. There was supposed to be some massive underground hangar on the outskirts of our training grounds, where they did all their experiments or something like that.
なるほど。五島部隊の話とこの格納庫の存在がごっちゃになってるのね。
You mean Unit 90 was real?
ええ。人体実験はともかく、帝国陸軍で対ベータ生物兵器を開発していたのは事実よ。人の口に蓋はできないか。機密保持の難しさを思い知らされる話ね。
People must have pieced together their own ideas based on the little information they got. They even tied it to the G-bombs.
まあいいわ。そんな噂話の検証のために連れて行くわけじゃないから。
Right, of course not. What's in the hanger, though? I mean, I assume the Susanoo, if it's the largest hanger, right? So this is hanger 90 with the mysterious music. The fucking music when like someone takes their first step on a moon in a sci-fi movie or something. This place is huge. I can't even make out how far it goes. I didn't even realize it was auto-stripping. What the hell are they using something this big for? That's not this. Is that the Susanoo? What the heck? It looks completely different. I was about to say, that's not the Susanoo. The Susanoo looks more like a ship. That almost looks like a TSF.
XG70D スサノー4
Mark IV.
ハイマーフ計画とオルタネイティブ計画の根血機
Oh shit. It looks cooler. A hybrid.
2700ミリ電磁投射砲2門120ミリ電磁速射砲8
That's actual guns now too. Not just the giga laser.
そして家電粒子砲1門
That goes way beyond arm to the teeth. Holy shit. It's so big. This is completely different from the Susanoo Mark II. And why are we skipping number 3, going all the way to 4?
近接防衛能力と通常攻撃能力を付加された真の XG70
Oh, this is the
それがこの
the perfect
スサノー
form. The real HG70 now made sense. The HG70 was supposed to be able to attack and gain control of a hive all on its own. Alternative 4 picked up where the research was left off. With all this heavy weaponry, it's a literal flying fortress. I can definitely see this thing being able to take over a hive without any support. Was this what we were going to use in our next mission?
4型はオリジナルハイブ攻略用よ次の作戦は今組み立て中の2型
Leave it as like a final surprise for the beta, just in case they come up with any measures against the Mark II. Then hit him with the better one.
当初の腹積もりでは2型の運用で洗い出された問題点をクリアしてから4型を実戦投入する予定だったのよだけどまさか2型を失うとは思わなかったからね各種並走のテストと偽装は順調に遅れているわ
I see. So that's why they didn't use this guy during Operation 21st. So that means this thing is...
今のところ性能的に2型と大差ないわそれ以前にまだエンジンの調整も
Okay, so it still needs some work. So we can't use it.
もしそれが可能だとしても鏡があの状態じゃどうしようもないわねなかなかこちらの思い通りにはいかないものねこの前の墜落の教訓から急遽複座型への回収作業を始めた矢先にこれだもの
Wait, multi-seater?
この4型にはあんたも乗せる予定だったのよ
What? That's me. What? They're putting me on that thing? But Sensei, I thought you said it was impossible for a human being to pilot the Susanoo.
30年前はね最近それが可能になったのよ
Well, probably should inform the squad about this eventually. Because it fits up their formation. How the hell? Are you serious?
XG70 に人間が乗れない理由って覚えている
I'm sorry, but all I remember was something about issues with the computer.
当時搭載されていたコンピューターの演算能力ではラザフォードフィールドの多重干渉をキャンセルすることができなかったわよ
Oh, right.
今はどう人間の生理やあらゆる生態情報を完璧にトレースできるコンピューターが存在しているんじゃない
You mean Sumika?
そう00ユニットがコックピット周辺に発生させたラザフォードフィールドで完全に多重干渉を打ち消し搭乗者を守るの00ユニットは XG70 を自分の体のように無意識に制御するって言ったでしょ同じようにそれをこなす
Makes sense, I guess.
しかもその搭乗者は00ユニットにとって大切な存在であればあるほど安全なのよ
I see, so that's it. Basically, you want me to be there to retrieve the 00 unit in case of emergencies, right? If Sumitra goes into safe mode, doing just about anything with the Susanoo would be dangerous. Trying to retrieve the whole thing is out of the question.
それもそうだけど、起動と戦闘システムは基本的にあんたが制御することになる。
Assisting? Wait, but that means it's barely any different from piloting a normal TSF, doesn't it?
その通り。もちろん彼女もサポートするけど、そうやって
Less stress on the ODL fluids. But won't it make it harder on her if she needs to protect someone from the Rutherford fields like that?
それはもともとやっているの。ゼルゼルユニットの構造強度がいかに人間以上であっても多重干渉には耐えられないのよ。
Huh?
ゼルゼルユニット自身は自分が人間であるという潜在意識を持っている。だからあんたを乗せたとしても負担は増えないのよ。
Oh, of course. So that's another reason it was so important to retain her humanity. If I take Sensei at her word, you've taken care of all the problems we know about. If we can finish the Susanoo Mark IV, that means the original hive is as good as ours, huh?
そのために作ったんだけど、まあそれも明日があればの話よ。そこはあんたが何とかしてくれるんでしょ。
Absolutely. You can count on me. Now that I've seen this, I'm even more determined than ever.
見せた甲斐があったわ。
It's not just about Sumika and the Susanoo. It's for Miss Kyozuka, the mechanics, the guards. I have to protect everyone on this base.
じゃあそろそろ本題に入りましょうか。
Sounds good.
鏡のことなんだけど、高21号作戦以降のこと、今度は詳しく話してもらえる？
Okay. And that about covers it. I didn't get into the nitty-gritty details, but that should cover everything that happened between the two of us. I hope that'll be enough to figure out what happened to her.
その彼女が意識を失う前に見てた夢ってどんな内容か聞いた？
She said she was inconsolable over my death, and there's some twins, then some twins got bigger and smaller. And when she woke up, I was there.
はあ？何それ？
I mean, it's a dream, so of course it's gonna be weird.
まあ、それもそうね。
What about you? Did anything stand out to you?
いいえ、特には。
Okay, then, if it wasn't the dream, what else could it be? There's gotta be something that caused it.
どう考えても心と態度のギャップから来るストレスとあんたと結ばれたことによる安息との落差が原因としか思えないわ。
You think so?
一つだけ高21号作戦の時に異常劣化が起きた大きな要因が分かったわね。
It was the beta experiments, wasn't it?
そう。性的な快楽を与えられたというビジョンがヤシロにもリーディングできなかった事実よ。
That's what I figured. She only found out about it yesterday. Sumit had been so traumatized by the experience, she must have been subconsciously sealing her memories of it away.
異常劣化の引き金になったと考えられる要因は火器管制と機体制御のマルチタスク、あんたと三剣のイメージ、そしておそらくハイブのリーディングが引き金になって封印していた記憶が蘇ってしまったのよ。
So seeing that image of Miyamea just added fuel to the fire.
多分ね。いずれにしても彼女の恋愛感情に深いダメージを与えうるものだからね。
I see.
しかしまあ、生体解剖されたらしいというイメージはこっちでも確認していたけど、ベータがそこまでやっていたとはね。
Back when Sumika was having those attacks, she kept saying how they were breaking her. Now I know she meant in both body and mind.
わけわからないことしてくれるわね。人間を生命体と認めて。
Yeah, it's like a weird contradiction. Sensei, unless we're wrong about them not seeing humans as sentient beings.
何？
I don't care about trying to figure out this sort of stuff anymore. I only care about Sumita. Why does her nose look bigger here? That's some weird rendering thing. It doesn't matter what the beta are or what they want. All that matters to me is killing them. Even if your research finds out some way to resolve this war without finishing them off, I wouldn't hesitate to destroy every last one of them. All that matters is that the reactor's intact, right?
そうね。あんたの言いたいことは分かったわ。
Okay, I'm gonna head back then. Or maybe that's always there and it's just because of the black background. It kind of stands out.
そうしなさい。ベータはもうすぐそこまで来ているわ。
Just take care of Sumi. No. This seems like a perfect place to stop, and we're on the hour mark. Alright, the surprise attack is on. We've learned about the Susanoo Mark IV, but it's gonna be useless during this attack, so we need to survive somehow. Protect Sumika, protect the base, protect the Susanoo, and then things will look up, but it's gonna be a hard fight, and we'll see how it goes down next time. Thanks for watching as always, and I will see you later. Bye.